Welcome to MTG Ectoplasm, your home for Spirit Tribal and Magic the Gathering. I'm your host, Dwight, aka D Blanco, a medium that wears an extra, extra large. You can reach out to me on Twitter at MTG Ectoplasm, or you can email me directly at mtgectoplasm@gmail.com. Let me know how am I doing. Am I doing a good job, a bad job? Or maybe I shouldn't quit my day job. And then do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen, like I ask each and every single episode, do me a favor, hit that follow, like, subscribe button. I'm not charging you anything. I'm not charging you a dollar, a peso, a inti, a ruble. I'm not charging you nothing, right? Especially with prices skyrocketing left and right. Hey, free is the way to be, my friends. So the best way to do is just listen and watch the show, and then hit that follow, like, subscribe button, because something about the analytics, and then tell your friends all about the show, because I know, we both know, if you like the show, share it with everybody, because then that means a lot more people learn about the show and they're liking the show. So like I do, once in a while, I want to bring in the person who's the driver of the show, the one that's hitting the buttons in the background to make me look somewhat okay looking. It's the one, the only, the ravishing one, the ravishing Renata. How you doing there, ravishing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Today's going to be a fun episode. We're going to be talking about ban and restrictions. What do you think about that?
Sounds interesting.
Okay. And then also, Father's Day, Daddy Day is coming right around the corner.
Yes, it is.
So we need to get you, ladies and gentlemen, who are in the know or into the magic, what presents would be great for Daddy? What do you think?
That sounds like a good idea.
Since I don't got no children, I got the four-legged children, shall I say? I got my pug and puggle. I'm a daddy of some sort.
You're a doggy daddy.
I'm a doggy daddy. I like that. So doggy daddy, like myself, doggy daddy wants something. So hopefully, with that being said, what we show you later on, we will have it in our description. Some stuff that you may want to get for your non-doggy daddy or doggy daddy, or just a daddy in general. Some gifts for Father's Day. What do you think, Ravishing?
I think that sounds like a good idea.
All right. With that being said, now that the pleasantries are over and said and done with, the homework is done. It is now time to get to the meat and potatoes of the episode. Now, the reason why I'm saying it that way is, guess what? Something happened. What happened, shall you say? 3 days ago, we had a B&R announcement. Now you're going to go, Dwight, this is all news. Why are you bringing this up? Because guess what? If you're not in the know and you just happen to follow the show, and hopefully that's what you do, there was a big, big, big shakeup in Pioneer. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I somewhat called for the banning of this card because I thought it was too crazy, but some masters were telling me Spirits had a good winning percentage against one of these two decks, and I was going to actually talk about the other deck, and then all of a sudden, it went bye-bye. It went to the Aethers. It disappeared. I'm like, where did you go? And it's no longer in existence. It's amazing. One little card and gone. And I'm going to tell you, for those who play that deck, there is a substitute you could use and still play that color scheme. I wonder, what is it? Woo! I got cheers. I got cheers because of that one, because I didn't, I wasn't sure. Like, I was expecting that, Father's Day daddy jokes. So let's get this thing started, shall we? In Pioneer, Winona joined our forces, got banned. Also, Expressive Iteration got banned. Amazing. In Pioneer, 2 cards hugely got banned. Now, in Explorer, which is the subpar edition, the shall I say, the little brother, which I'm being the only child by my mother and multiple children with my father. I know what it's like to be the little brother or the child in the middle. Hell, it's just ugly. I need therapy. No, I'm joking. I don't need therapy. But and explore. Whatever happens in Pioneer happens to explore. The funny thing is that Winona itself ended up getting banned in Explore already. So, woo, Explore didn't have nothing to worry about. But then Expressive Iteration got the ban hammer, and guess what? It affected it also in Explore. But let's take a deeper dive, shall we? Let's look at Winona. Ravasheen, if you want to bring that up for me, Winona is a deck that I ended up doing a uh, deck preview for. It's like one of the episodes I did almost 6, 7 episodes, maybe eight episodes ago. I want to read you the card. Winona, Joiner of Forces, is 2 generic, a red and a white. It's a 4/4 legendary creature, human warrior. Not bad. Whenever a non-human creature you control attacks, look at the top six cards of your library. You may put a human creature card from among them onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. It gains indestructible until end of turn. Put the rest of the cards on the bottom of your library in a random order. Now, if you're living in a fishbowl or have no clue how this deck works, basically you attack with Winona or another human and you go fishing. Oh, sorry, non human, and you get fishing. And what do you end up fishing for? Werewolves. You end up getting a human, they turn into werewolves, and guess what? Those bad boys are attacking, and then the process begins where you're fishing for more werewolves. Once this deck gets out of hand, it gets out of control. That's what's scary about this deck. And that's what ended up happening why it got banned in Modern, it got banned in Legacy, now it got banned in Pioneer because it was already banned in Explorer. It's pretty crazy how this one particular card shook everything up. It's an unfair card, but as Spirit players and Spirit pilots, we found a way around it. Now, I'm going to read to you what Watsy said here about it, shall we? And it reads, as noticed in previous updates, we wanted Pioneer to provide as a uh, uh, diverse and experience as possible. Diverse and experience as possible. Very weird. Built out of an ever growing collection of standard cards. Okay, cool. Over time, it will become clear that Naya Winota is surprisingly diverse as its power and consistency have dramatically reduced the incentives to play other linear creature based strategies. They're not wrong. This is the more uh, easier way to win. Because if you think, spirits is too fair of a deck. Mono green devotion, pretty fair deck, even though they're using Nixus, Nixos, shall I say. Let me keep on reading. Not only is it resilient mid-range deck that can leverage many of the many powerful mana creatures available in the format, but its explosive draws, if involving the deck's namesake, can create unstable battlefield states as quick as turn 3. Yeah. I've actually seen this happen as quick as turn 3. Like I said, it gets out quick, and then all of a sudden you're sitting there sucking your thumbs going, dear sweet baby Jesus, what do I do? Or whatever deity you believe in. Due to its large metagame share, high win rate, and the ability to create frustrating removal check gameplay, Winona, Joiner of Forces, is banned in Pioneer. Guess what? I agree with Watsy on this. I was waiting. What took you so long? I personally feel bad for those players out there who were using Winona as a deck, because now they go, hey, I had my key deck. I had a deck that was really inexpensive. I invested all my time, money, and energy into it, and now poof, it goes away into the oblivion, to the aether. And those who try to foil out this deck, ow, that really hurts. That sucks. But what does that mean for us Spirit Pilots? Well, it just means it clears up more space for us to get the victory. We do exceptionally well. It doesn't matter if you're using Mono Blue Snow or your Azorius or Bant in the Pioneer format. We are taking names and kicking ass. No ands or buts about it. Doesn't matter what your pleasure is. We are doing it with spirits. Of course, you have when red deck wins in Mono Green Devotion, like I said before, the tough matchups for us. And then the other card that got banned, shall we look at the next slide, Ravishing? And that's Expressive Iteration. It's a blue, it's a red, it's a sorcery. And it reads, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, put one of them on the bottom of your library, and exile one, and you may play that exile card this turn. Now, this was one of the good cards or key cards. This was like almost I think it was like $3.50 to almost $5. This uncommon from Strixhaven. This is a pretty badass card. Now you saw this, and is it Phoenix? Is it Control? Is it mid range? Now my question: where is it? Where did it go? Where are these decks? You're telling me that this one card made the entire deck? This one card was the sheer focus of the deck? Like, this is the key card, and now I can't play the deck at all. You can do me a favor. You can go to MTG Goldfish, or you can go to MTG Decks or top 8 decks or top8.com. Look for the Is It decks in Pioneer, and they're all gone. Boom, disappeared. Aloha means hello and goodbye, and that's what happened with Expressive Iteration. It said hello, and now it's goodbye. And especially with all these Is It decks, where are you, Is It players? Where are you? What I think is funny is there's a substitute card, ladies and gentlemen, that you could use instead of this. Why aren't you using it? Let's show them the substitute card, shall we, Ravishing? And that substitute card is Strategic Planning. A generic, a blue, sorcery. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Exactly like last time. Put one in your hand, put the rest on the put the rest in your graveyard. It does basically the same thing. The only difference is, you don't get another card that you can play later. You want to, if you're then in the mood to sit there and do a pseudo search or a pseudo tutor, boom, here's your card. Hell, I would think this works even better for people who are using the Is It Phoenix deck, potentially for the Is It Control decks. Just saying. Now, Ravishing, I've seen in your office you have a thing called the 6 Ps. Can you share with the audience what the 6 Ps are?
Proper planning prevents piss poor performance.
Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. Okay, for the layman, for the idiot out there, what does that mean?
When you prepare properly, you can prevent performing poorly.
Okay, you just said the same thing. Get out of here. You basically said the same thing like you said before. You kill me. You absolutely kill me here. But basically, that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. These pilots, and if you're one of them, I'm going to call you out here, and it's a fun way. I'm not being a bully, but I'm kiddingly messing with you here. You tell me you couldn't find another card to substitute Expressive Iteration? Saying, and you let one of your deck just disappear? Look, there are players right now that are desperate to bring back 8-rack. People were desperate to bring back Jund. You have Boomer Junds and Zoomer Junds. You have all these people that are playing Grixis in different forms of Grixis Dead Shadow and Grixis this. And you're telling me Expressive Iteration, that one card just made all these Is it decks disappear? I don't know what to say. I, I'm just shocked. Okay, enough of me. Enough of me being shocked. Do me a favor, Ravishing. Let the listening audience and viewing audience know why expressive iteration got banned in Pioneer.
Expressive Iteration has been a multi format all star since its release in Strixhaven, School of Mages. It has fueled a variety of highly successful Izzet strategies in Pioneer by both providing card selection and card advantage at a much higher rate than what is available to other decks, making it extremely difficult for other strategies to engage them in wars of attrition. Although we recognize that there are several other powerful card drawn spells in the format, notably Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time, we currently believe that Delve spells contribute to blue decks in Pioneer having a unique identity among Eternal formats. As Pioneer's card pool has fewer strong cantrips and no fetch lands, we're hoping many Delve cards can continue to be a part of the format at a more moderate power level compared to how they would play in other non rotating formats. To lower the win rate of the wide variety of Izzet decks and bring them further in line with other strategies in the format while maintaining what makes them special in Pioneer, Expressive Iteration is banned. It's worth noting that we will continue to align Pioneer ban announcements with action in Explorer. This means that Expressive Iteration will also be banned in Explorer. Winota Joiner of Forces was previously banned in Explorer. When we made that change, we noted that we would revisit that ban with the release of Dominaria United. However, now that Winota Joiner of Forces is banned in Pioneer, we plan to leave it banned in Explorer going forward.
Thank you for reading that for us, Ravishing. And that tells you, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? Sometimes Watsi makes a mistake in making a card, and that's okay. That's not a problem. But why don't we just sit there and, you know, just go with the punches, pull back and see what happens. There are things that happen in a certain ways that we're just like, I wonder why they did this or why they didn't do that. And my thing is, for my friends in Modern, I got a question. What the hell is going on there? There's certain cards that aren't as bad as Expressive Iteration, but why aren't we seeing a band hammer going through Modern? There's certain key cards that I still have questions about, which is like Ragavan. I think it's truly an unfair card. Sometimes, I'm wondering what's going on with, I don't know, Urza Saga. Two main cards that have been really the thorn in many not only spirit players, but other pilots of other decks. And what is Watsy doing? Why are they dragging their feet? I mean, I understand that Modern Horizons 2 is potentially near the end of printing, and there's still a lot of boxes out there, and they want to make their the cha-ching here, but it's not fair and it's not right. Get rid of it. If it's not right, get it out of here. Now, Ravishing, let's see what they had to say about Modern, if you don't mind, and can you read that for us?
Sure. Modern. The modern metagame continues to grow great playstyle diversity with aggro, tempo, combo, control, and ramp all represented in the 10 most played decks. The most played deck, Izzet Murktide, represents about 10% of the Magic Online metagame and hovers right around a 50% win rate. The top decks show strengths and weaknesses against each other, and there looks to be plenty of room for less popular rogue decks to be successful.
Okay, so I mean that's their one way to weasel out, sit there and hey, there's a road decks out there. They people are playing them, people are winning. Don't look at Ragavan or a Saga. Everything's okay. You know, uh, uh, you know, uh, it's Murktide. Mm, 50% win rate. That's okay. But let's not look at the the cards that may be causing damage. Let's not pay attention. I think it's uh, as a modern, potentially a more of a modern player than Pioneer, uh, that bothers me. Wanty needs to pull their head out of the sand or pull their head out of their back end and realize there's issues and they need to be resolved. Um, Sooner than later. But I understand why they're dragging their feet right now because, like I've been telling you, ladies and gentlemen, the road to Pro Tour starts this month and it starts with Pioneer. And everybody's focused. And if you haven't picked up your Pioneer deck, you need to start picking now and start picking right and get used to it. And I'm telling you, there was a debate right now on the Facebook Spirit page. I think it's Pioneer and Modern uh, page that a friend of ours runs the admin runs the show there, and one individual goes, "Which is the best spirit deck? Is it mono blue? Is it the Azorius? It's the band?" And basically, what I said is, I love the mono blue snow build, but realistic and honestly, band has all the answers. But I'm very curious to see how Azorius plays out. I haven't played the Azorius Pioneer deck in quite some time, and I'm due to go back and you know, give it the old college try, as they say. So, uh, back to this, banning issue. Monty needs to come back to Modern and take a gander. That's all I have to say about that. I don't like where it is, but they need to do better. Now, Ravishing, I know something. We talked about it before. Father's Day is coming up, right? Okay. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Father's Day is coming up. We're going to get to the next segment of the show. And that segment is Daddy's Day. That's right. We're talking about what you can get your father for Father's Day. And here's the thing. We have a website. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, mtgectoplasm.com. Right while Ravishing brings it up there, you can get your MTG Ectoplasm merch. Right now, I'm wearing the MTG Ectoplasm IRL show shirt. Ooh, look how sexy that is. Or I have here MTG Ectoplasm gameplay T-shirt. Yes, I wear all three shirts, not at the same time. It'd be kind of creepy if I did. But yes, I do buy these, and I want to thank the several listeners and viewers around the world, the ones in Brazil, Germany, some across the United States, one individual in Canada. I want to thank them for picking up the merch. I 100% appreciate it, and thank you for your support of the show. And that's the best way to support the show is going to going to mtgectoplasm.com, picking up your shirts, and it's for men and women. We have women's sizes and men's sizes. So guess what, ladies? Join the revolution of MTG Ectoplasm.
Yes, they're for just about everyone.
And then don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, your MTG Ectoplasm coffee mug. Everything tastes better in it. That's just my personal opinion. What do you think? You get, as my wife says, you can get a spirited cup of coffee. Dun, 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 dun. Hold up.
Hey, that was clever.
Oh yeah. That's all the dad jokes that are involved tonight. Because of the Father's Day. Father's Day is coming up very quickly. It's coming next week. It's next Sunday, right?
Yes.
Okay. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna give to you your my ideas for Father's Day and what you should potentially get your dad. Now, like I said, it doesn't matter if your dad is a four-legged friend, the daddy, the pet daddy, or a real daddy, or you have a daddy who actually plays Magic. And